Hey friends, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I'm Ashwath, a student studying in the IB program, and today I'll be taking you through a new app called Freeform, which is available now in Apple's newest releases on iOS, Mac, and iPad. And it's quite an interesting mind mapping tool, and it's extremely good and flexible. And in this video, I'll be taking you through this app. So let's get right into it. Just before I begin, I'll just have to say that I'll be looking down quite a bit because I've looked down at the iPad in order to write stuff because I am not that good at writing. So let's start. So when you start with Freeform, you met with this kind of canvas thing, and it has nothing on it, and you have your UI elements, your initial ones, which is the pen, the whole pen lineup, the zoom level that you're currently on. So that's quite useful if you need that sort of precision in your work. And you have the board itself, like you have the name, you have renaming it in case you want to change the name of it later on. So the first comes as untitled. I've just made it into Freeform and named it as that. And you have duplicate in case you want to duplicate the board so that you have two different variations. Like this, you're going to share it with somebody. You just want to have like another one that is saved to yourself in case you need to go back to that version at some point. And you can favorite it as well in case you have like a lot of these freeform boards. You can favorite the ones that you require at any given moment. And you also find, so if you have a lot of content on it, like let's say that you have sketching ideas or mind maps on it, you can search for a particular thing and it'll take you to wherever that is. This hide grid basically hides these dots you see on the screen. So if I do that, you see all those dots disappear, so it becomes like a blank canvas literally. Let me just re-enable the grid. Then these last two are just for if you want to keep it for yourself, like exporting as a PDF, so maybe you want to keep it offline as well. And then the print options, like in case you want to print and put it somewhere in your room, maybe if you require that. And the next thing that comes is this pen tool. So in the pen tool, you can see there's quite a few options. There's the undo option, then there's the writing option, so you can just do some writing here like hello, and it'll come as text. So in case you want that, that's there. After that is the monoline. This is the one that I use the most. I usually set this to the max thickness because that makes it like the most free thing for me, because it sort of becomes like a Sharpie then. You can see it's quite thick. And then it's like very easy to just do stuff because it feels very rough handed and everything, so you don't have that thing where you have to be very accurate with every stroke you make. And next is a pencil. This can be used for just doing some illustrations here and there. So if you want to do some illustration like this, you can do that. Though I find doing illustrations with this tool is a bit better because it's a bit darker and looks a bit more pencil, even though it looks like a crayon. And you can like have stuff like this if you want, and just quickly make rough diagrams and then just have it like that, and it's done. So that's very easy. Then after that, this tool is quite interesting. I'm not quite sure what the name of this is, but I use this tool quite a bit when doing mind maps, because what it does is if you go around something, it creates a sort of filled in blob behind it. So in case you don't want to take the time to, go here, do this, drag it out, change the color to this, and then write on top of it with this tool, then it becomes much easier to just use this blob sort of thing and just make a quick one if you're just doing quick mind maps. After that, you obviously have your pixel eraser if you want to just erase stuff. And then finally you have this like sort of select tool, so you can just use this and select particular things. You can resize elements. So basically everything in this app makes it very easy to start doing work on it, and I feel like they've designed a UI in such a way that is, if you want to write even sticky notes, it's just one tap away. You put it wherever you want, tap out of it, and then you have it, and it's just done. That's it. You can start working. Then after that, you have your shapes, which is what I just showed, and there's actually a lot of options in the shape feature. Like if I just scroll to the top thing, you can see there's a lot of options. I feel like that's particularly useful when you're doing quick sketches, and if afterwards you want to make it a bit more professional, then you can use the shapes option to sort of add stuff. Like if let's say I don't know, like let's say I want to add, let's say something like this, I can just have it like that. And initially when I start, I could just have just like a simple blob, but then turn it into that later on. So you can see there's like quite a lot of stuff that you can work with in this, and there's a lot of ways in which you can work as well. Then after that, you obviously have your text boxes. This is useful in doing it on the Mac, because the thing is Freeform works on any device, whether it be your iPhone, your iPad, or your Mac. It automatically syncs across the whole Apple ecosystem that all your devices are on, because it's synced with your Apple ID. So you can very easily take your work onto your Mac, write stuff on it, put pictures, etc., and then edit it on the iPad. So that's very useful in case you like got in an iffy spot and you just have to add something, just quickly add on your iPhone and come back to your iPad later. After that, you have the photos option. So if you want to add any other stuff from outside, like the camera or documents, etc., you can easily add it in here if you want to. After this is just your undo button in case you made some mistake anywhere. And this is actually the most interesting feature. So what Freeform allows you to do is that it allows you to collaborate with people very freely. So essentially, if you want to work with somebody else or a group of people on, let's say, a group project, you can just use this particular app and have a quick mind map going around with all of your team members and just collaborate with each other, like maybe deciding on like some X project like this. Like if I have a project here, then I can just have this, and I have other people build onto those ideas, like etc. etc. And it's just very easy and quick to do stuff. So it's very easy to plan items now, because earlier you probably have to like create like a Google Doc, etc., and share with people. But over here it becomes very free because it's just on an iPad, it's just like writing stuff. And sometimes it is easier to write out ideas rather than typing them out as well. And I found out it helps you the flow of ideas progress much better. So that's all about Freeform. If you have any questions, feel free to ask them in the comment section down below, and I'll be sure to answer them. Now, if you watched it this far, please like the video and subscribe to the channel, as I've heard it helps with the YouTube algorithm. So thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.